What's up, my fishes? My name is TurBotFilms and welcome back to Kerbal's space program. Yes, in the last episode we made the simple rocket Mark 1. This one I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna launch it, but because I have another plan for this episode. I got Dudekin. But this guy, the thing that actually went to the moon and crashed right into its surface, which was accidental. I didn't know I could make such a good rocket this fast, so yeah. But anyways, in this episode, hello, I don't want to be here. But in this episode, we're gonna go through the space plane hangar. So I'm gonna build a kind of a shuttle-based thing. So I'll be right back when I'm done. Alright guys, as you can see, this is the thing of a shuttle I made. It's not the nicest looking thing, but what can you do? Not so much. See, so I just want to connect the parachute. Alright, so this thing has no engines, as you might see. It's non-cable starting, so this parachute actually shouldn't be there. I will do that instead, so I have two parachutes. And I'm gonna use not one of these engines, but I can show you what happens if I use like that engine. Let's just call this thing the shuttle, and launch it. Now I'm gonna show you what happens if I use this engine. Ooh, it's very dark. I don't want it to be very dark, so let's fast forward time a bit so I can launch during the day, because that's more nicer. Right, so this is what happens. I actually need to go back into the space center and the space plane hangar and make another stage for the parachutes, because I don't want them to launch and start, because that will just stop me dead in my tracks, which isn't that good. Right, so now I'm gonna throttle up a bit and launch this thing. As you can see the fuel, look at how fast it goes, but you can also look at my speeds though, and I actually don't have any control surfaces, so this will be interesting. Because I can't actually fly, I can't actually control this thing. Yeah, just cut the engines and activate the parachutes. Well, at least I got flight, eh? That's the most important thing, I guess. So let's see if I can fix that. I forgot to add a surface to control the thing. That's so smart. So let's just do that, like that. Alright, now this thing should be controllable. But just to be sure that it will actually lift off, which I probably won't be able to do, because I really suck at building space planes, but I'm gonna make that too. Alright, so let's just call this nothing. Just call it shuttle still, because this won't lift off too much, it won't get too far. Well, let's see here, throttle up to maximum. Now I can actually lift. Look how fast I can lift off from the surface. It's insane. But you can also see how fast the fuel goes down, which is also insane. And yeah, this thing is really hard to control. So let's just cut the engines and activate the parachutes again. So, alright, end flight. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. So now, if I switch this engine to like a basic jet engine, this will be more interesting, I think. So now I can actually throttle this thing up and like more like a jet engine. Well, I just wasted my parachutes. No, there they are. Look at them. Alright, let's brake so I can get them off. Cut off the engines. Alright, because parachutes disappear if you go under a certain speed, and they don't reappear again. So I can't actually land this on at very high speed, so I need to slow down before I land. But that should be no problem. Alright, so now you can see I got more control, because this engine isn't as powerful. So let's just put the gear in, and yeah, we have a plane, or a shuttle plane thing that will go actually kind of far, because this is a great design. It works. It doesn't have a tail fin, but that's not needed, so that's fine. Whoa, hello there, what you doing? Right, so let's see if I can get this flying again before I stall and crash into the ground, which I won't. Like, come on. Ooh, come on. This is no good. Not good. No. Oh. well, now there are three less pilots in the world, because I can't make flyable planes. But yeah, I just wanted to show that off. But I actually have a mission for myself to complete, and over the coming episodes here, I'm gonna make a satellite. So I'm gonna need this thing. A satellite made of something, and that something is RCS fuel tanks, because they are small, and that will be just fine. So they will have legs and stuff too, just to make it more realistic and stuff. But first, I'm actually gonna have to make a shell or a thing to have them lift off, which is this thing. I'm just gonna attach the thing at top of one of these parts. I can't remember the name. I'm gonna add let's see, some ladders, because you want to be able to fix a satellite, even though it's not a functional satellite. But there are no satellite parts in this game yet. Might be in the future, I don't know. Oh, sorry. So I'm just gonna show you the satellite, or the satellite itself first, and I'm gonna build an entire rocket around it for myself. Right, so this will be my satellite I will launch. So I'll just build a rocket and I'll be right back again. So alright guys, this is my satellite launching rocket, so I'll just call it that. Or I will call it the Jool 2. Or the Jool 1. I don't know why, I just want to call it the Jool 1, even though it's not gonna go to Jool, but I want to call it that. So this is the stage, I guess I can call it. I don't have any of these, what are they called? The advanced SAS. So I'm probably gonna get one of those. I'm actually gonna get one SAS module and put it on top of that too, just because that will give me more control while controlling this upper stage, which isn't that controllable. Just telling you guys, so you know. Okay, hopefully everything will work. Alright, so let's prepare for launch. Alright, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Right, that didn't work. Nothing works. Great. Look at me, I'm flying! Peace out, rocket! Hey! Right, let's... Alright, I'll let the satellite go too. So now my satellite is gonna crash in the ground. Oh, that's so much money wasted. Not good. Alright, that thing didn't work. Alright, so let's see if I can end this flight. And go back here. I need to fix up the staging a bit. It seems like I forgot to do that apparently. Alright, so let's see here. That part should not disconnect. Those engines should not be fighting together. So let's see. This engine should be fighting down here too. And those four should be down here too. Alright, now this thing should work. The Jool 1. Jool 1 will work now, probably. I hope. Well, might not actually, when I think of it. So let's lift off. No countdown this time. I don't need it. I just want to get this thing off ground. Right, so it lifts off kind of great. Good. But I'm actually kind of scared for when I release these 4 rockets, or the 4 solid boosters. So yeah, and they have nose cones too. I just thought about placing that because it looked cool. Or cool, but it looks awesome. Yeah, it looks stable, if I say that. Because the aerodynamic is not actually that much in the game yet. Alright, let's disconnect those guys. Yes, no, I'm not climbing. I'm not climbing. Or I'm climbing, but my speed is going down. No, now it's going up again. That's good. I weighed too much with one of those tanks, so I emptied it. Now I'm still going up. That's good. Ooh, I got lighter on the way. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do some gravity turning. But right there should be good. You need to do this gravity turn just because it will actually help your orbit stabilize. As you can see, I'm actually in a straight orbit. Because normally when I lift off, I always gravity turn. You can gravity turn in any direction, it depends what type of orbit you want. So I wanted an orbit that goes like this way, like that, around the planet, so I'm gravity turning that. So here I am, gravitating 30. As you see, I have two fuel tanks left. This one down here, and this one up here. So I don't think I will get in orbit, but I can cut the engines here actually and fly up to the Apoaps. Apoapis. I don't know, something with apples. They have nothing with apples to do actually. Yes, thought of it. Right, this is actually a dangerous part to do when I'm doing this, like fast forwarding in atmosphere, because that is something called physics time warp, which will actually wreck your ship if you're doing it under takeoff. But my engines are off, so there shouldn't be too much of a problem. Or when the SAS is on too, that will not either work, because it will shake your ship's pieces, which is not that good actually. It's really, really bad if that happens. So I'm gonna lay myself horizontally and go up the last, like, I don't know, and to around there should be good. Alright, yeah, I'm still horizontal, so let's just throttle up and see if I can make this orbit better. Because when I drop this part of the rocket, it should be a bit better, a bit faster. This moon, where's the moon? Right, now I'm out of fuel. Let's just disconnect that part, I don't need it anymore. And let's take this satelliting part to space. The one thing I want to is when I get this satellite into space, I need to get this rocket out of it, because otherwise this will look kind of weird. Alright, I'm having a satellite and a rocket following it the whole time, which is not more realistic than anything. So you can press Alt and Shift. Oops, I decreased my speed. Alright, as you can see, I'm actually falling down a bit, so I'm just gonna do this again, as I did in the last thing, because that will move my Apoaps to in front of me instead. Or it will try to move it in front of me, because I'm getting lift and forwarding movements at the same time. See, now I'm at the front of my Apoaps again. Or behind it, which I want to be, because that means I'm still going upwards, and yeah, as you can see, my orbit is forming. But I will not get into orbit, as you probably can see, because this thing ain't working in my favor. Or am I? I might be. I got orbit. Yes. Right, let's see. No, there should be good. Right, I'm in orbit. So, right, I have enough fuel. But I think I have enough fuel. I have a very weird eccentric orbit here. But I will just disconnect that part and fly to this part of the Apoaps. And which I will disconnect my, or I will actually take a lap of the planet so I can see this is a stable kind of orbit, so I can drop my satellite without it getting wrecked by like sucked into the planet again, because I have experienced that before, and that was a satellite on the Mars planet. You see, I'm actually below this thing here, but at 30,000 you should be sucked back into the planet. So this is something I want to fix. I don't want to be this close to the planet, because if you look to the sky at night you won't see satellites. And yeah, it can be dangerous if you do. So I want to fix that. As you see, my SAS here, I can still try to move. You can see the engine shaking here. It's an engine that can shake. Some engines can actually move a bit to have the ASS work, but this will take a while for me to get in front of, or at the periaps, I think it's called. Perikey, it's also called an apokey, but yeah. That's just because the planet is called Kerbal. So you see, I'm pointing right to the planet. And yeah, this will, if you saw this, you will think about it. I'm not in space, I'm in a plane. Because yeah, I will actually start burning in the atmosphere in this slow orbit. Let's see if I can put myself like this and beep. Alright. As you can see, I'm climbing again, so this is safe orbit, but I don't want to be this close to the planet. And I don't have too much fuel left, which is not good. I might actually have to improve my Jool 1 to get a good satellite. A Jool satellite. Like a GPS satellite or something. To work a bit better. But yeah, this Jool 1 will not make that. But I will at least get away from my periaps, so I'm not even high enough. If you can see, when this part, or when the pointer here is at that marker here, You can actually fast forward in the other type of time warp. I'm using the physics time warp, which is good because you can actually use it when you're falling in a capsule. Which I won't falling in a capsule. I will actually fall in this entire part of the rocket, but I think this will just rip apart, and I have 3 parachutes, so that should be safe. It should be safe. I said nothing said I said it's safe. It should be safe. Right, so now I can time warp to my Apple apps and just increase this a tiny bit. Let's here slow down. Right. So disconnect the SS. Yeah, SAS is called. I actually turned those letters around. Right, so let's use the engine a bit to increase this to about right there. Right. Yes, I have enough fuel. I have a satellite. Right. Disconnecting satellite in 3. Oh, I'm just gonna fall out the legs first because that looks cool. Yeah. All right. Now it's a satellite. Right. Disconnecting satellite in 3, 2, 1. Disconnected. You can see I can move inside the satellite, and yeah, awesome. Right, so now I actually need to wait for this satellite to, yeah, alright, now it's away from me. So yeah, this is an awesome satellite. It still have the decoupler there because, yeah, that's just how it works. Alright, so now I'm actually gonna have to blow the satellite away. It won't change its orbit. It will look like it does, but it's just my orbit changing. Look, peace out, satellite. Alright, so I'm just gonna go into, alright, that should be good. Alright, yeah, my peri-apps is I'm actually, yeah, you can see I'm going to land here somewhere, so I'm gonna increase it a bit more just to have more like a rebounding route. So now you can see when this is at about 30,000 I will stop burning, because that will take me right into orbit. Right, now I need to get it actually less, or like 1,000 kilometers down. Yeah, that should be good. 25. Right, so, well, the Jool 1 debris is up in space now, so that's good. Now let's go to landing phase. You see, here's the Jool 1, my satellite, my Jool 1 satellite, and now it's my time to land. So, yeah, I got settled. Whoa, I'm spinning uncontrollably. Press that. Right, the SAS can actually look. If I start spinning this thing around like this, they will look very weird. But if I press the SAS, they will stop almost instantly. As you can see, I have a bunch of fuel left, so I could probably have gotten the Jool 1 in a bit of a better orbit. But yeah, well, I'll probably never see that thing again. But at least I have it up there. That's good. Now a thing about this, I can't end this flight because then I will lose my satellite up there. So I actually have to go to the space center and let this rocket stand where it lands, or float. It might land in the water. I don't know, but I can still spin. Spinning time! Yeah, spinning time, spinning around like a drill. I don't like this thing to come at me in this speed. It's like just puncture your head in pieces. But alright, let's see if I can do some kind of break, or yeah. Oh. Right, another thing, in the later, I can show you this satellite in space later when I have landed this thing. As you can see, I was in orbit, but now I'm very, very low again, and this thing is slowing down as the atmosphere is actually taking it down. Right, so when I'm at 2,000 meters, 2 kilometers, I will release my parachutes because I have stalled. Right, let's just do that and throttle up a bit. Oops, I'm not good at throttling up. Oh, well, it's ripped the rocket away, but these guys still alive, are still alive. Yeah, right, successful satellite mission, I think. So let's just land this thing. As you can see, this is a true altimeter now, because I will touch down in 3, 2, 1, touchdown. Yay! Right, our first mission worked. So let's go to Space Center, because I don't want to end this, and go to this one. And now you can see Jool debris. Or the Jool 1, but now I can go to Jool debris. Or can't I? I don't think I can. Alright, that's not good. But here's the Jool 1. Yeah. Use map view to select a distant one. Yeah, I can select it. I just need to go into rocket. Here's the Jool 1 satellite. Look at it. I can't control it in any way, shape or form, because I don't have a capsule on it, so yay! Alright, awesome. This is the parts, RCS fuel, some SAS, so I can actually hit this thing and it will control. But I can actually activate it. That's good. So now we can watch the satellite fall around the planet Kerbal forever and ever. Yeah, I'll see. I'll probably crash into this one more time in the future. Because I did that. I actually, when I played for myself, I lifted off a rocket from the planet, went up, got a stable orbit, and then I just satellite that went in this speed while I went like 1,000 meters a second slower than it. It just collided into me and blew my rocket apart. So that was no good. I just passed its orbit, so this height it has about 140 or 130, we can say, to 150. I think it's the orbit. You check 143 to 112. This is a dangerous orbit to be in because I don't want to get hit by the Jool 1. But to say the least, can I raise this? No, I can't. I can actually change this thing as it's moving. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this very second part and the first mission. So now we have a first satellite in space. I'll actually want to get the satellite a little longer, but I won't do that for the next episode. In the next episode, I want to land on the moon. And the episode after that, I will land on Minmus, or try to land on Minmus in a couple of episodes, because I have never landed here. I have landed here a couple of times. The one thing I have landed on that's not in our solar system is Duna, this planet. Oh, that's Ike. But yeah, Duna, that's. So, hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like down below if you did, and also subscribe to Join the Green Army and become a fish with me and my fellow fishes. And also share this video on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram if you want. I don't know if you can. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.